EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're all set to bring you NBA action. And let's go straight over to David.
Well, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Kevin Love out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Calderon in at the point. And it's blocked. Love dishes to Calderon. Wall with some nice D. Here's Washington now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. All 5 guys crashing the boards at both ends of the floor. They simply controlled the glass.
Porter against James. Outside Crowder, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. And a wide open look for Porter. Jay Crowder pulls it in. On defense, Washington. James outside. Wall against Calderon. Outside Crowder. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. That one a little long.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Beal with a screen on Love. And Wall kicks to Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
LeBron against Porter. Love with the screen on Wall. Calderon kicks to Crowder. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Over Porter. James with the bucket. LeBron's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Cavs.
Well, LeBron going up strong on the inside doesn't give the D a chance to block his shot and carves out just enough room.
Porter kicks to Morris. Shoots over Crowder. Wall wide open. Gortat controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Calderon passes to James. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Crowder with another miss.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league. And Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs. No doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's the pick for three. Smith. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, that's what Smith does best. A long-range specialist who loves to square up from outside the three-point line.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Takes the 13-footer. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 3. On the wing, James. Guarded by Porter. That one goes. Count it. Crowder's got 5.
There's some unselfishness from LeBron there. He knows his responsibility is to get his teammates involved and into the game.
Now here's Gortat. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And Wall kicks to Morris. Shoots over Crowder. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Morris has got his second basket of the night. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. LeBron James on the wing. Over Porter. And James with the basket on the assist by Calderon.
LeBron James consistent there from the mid-range. When he's in a good rhythm and the ball just rolls off his fingertips, you feel pretty good about it.
Now here's Wall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Here is Calderon. Following the basket by John Wall. Crowder kicks to Love. Calderon for 3. No good that time. And it's Washington the other way. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
And the technical free throw is good. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
Now here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Left side, Wall. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Smith kicks to Calderon. It's a pick by Love. Outside Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's James. Porter pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Wall. He nails it, and we're tied up. Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now here's LeBron, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel jam.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Here is Gortat. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Morris. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Crowder. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brent, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. Right now, Brent, so much ball movement is perimeter base, but as defenses have adjusted, do you think we'll see more offense run through the post again like we did before?
I think what we're seeing, Kevin, is that post-up play is being redefined by more guards, more guys who draw attention down there on the block. And that's the way these shifts are happening. The offense right now in today's NBA is so far ahead of what defensive concepts have taught you for years that the post-up game, it'll be a few years before we get back to dynamic post-play.
I find that comment you just made fascinating, that it's that much advanced over the defense now.
Yeah, because think about it, Kevin. For years and years, you've had coaching staffs and film guys talking to you about the basic qualities of a defense, and that is rim runs for the big, getting back into the paint, and building your defense out. You do that today, you're at a disadvantage almost every possession.
Now here's James. After Markieff Morris's miss, Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Brent, when you watch Tristan Thompson pursue offensive rebounds, he's constantly battling for position inside.
Well, he toes the line a lot with what he can get away with, but more and more the experience on the court and who it is that he's playing against does a great job of predicting where shots are coming off, finding angles on the inside, and being in great position to make easy scores.
And he makes the first. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
And Washington making a change here. Satoransky's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Washington, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
Good on both. This Washington backcourt of Wall and Beal. Last season, Greg, they were able to both stay healthy, and Wizards fans finally saw just how potent they both could be.
And remember all those rumors how these two couldn't coexist? Well, they sure liked existing together last season. I mean, they really carried this group when it mattered, and both just explosive players who are not only leaders, but they're terrific two-way players for this franchise.
Here's Meeks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Thompson in the corner. Shoots from the baseline. Good on the jump shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Not going to see that often, but Thompson outside of the paint collects 2 more.
Here's Satoransky. They get the rebound. Here's Mahimi. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Green passes to Thompson. Out to Wade. Back to Thompson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Satoransky. To the inside. Tries from 10. Morris, no good.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Oubre pulls it in.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And, you know, Brent, we know top-level coaching is an all-in affair. Strategy, motivation, working the officials. But who are some of the most complete coaches in the league right now?
Well, at the top of the list is Greg Popovich and what he does. There's no doubt that the way that he has his team prepared on a nightly basis, carrying out the game plan, the way he works the sidelines, as you mentioned, Kevin. Greg Popovich is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA coaches.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
Now, here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Over Morris. Green, no luck. Washington's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Morris, no good. Cavaliers leading. Here's Wade. The feed to Green. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. The feed now to Morris. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish. And I think he's found a home here in Washington.
Free throw good from Morris. Cleveland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Wade kicks to Green. Right side Korver. Wade outside. Out left to the wing. Sinks the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Wizards trail by 4. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. Oubre with it. 5 points in the game. The dish to Meeks. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Morris, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Morris has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
To the middle. It's stolen by Mahimi. Here's Meeks. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Outside, Green. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Pass to Fry. Shot on the wing. That's good from Wade on the assist by Fry. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, the defense wasn't all that bad, but Wade's offense is just sometimes too good for anything you throw at him.
Mahinmi a screen. Here's Satoransky. Passes it to Oubre. And that's not going to go. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards team.
Defensively, just being that gritty and grimy team that makes it tough for teams to score in the paint. I think we can be a very great team.
The Wizards not exactly the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here in how tough the Washington defense can be.
And you don't get there without the defense. I'm especially impressed that Wall has that mindset.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Green is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Channing Frye. Now here's Wade. Dishes to Green. They set the pick. Shoots over Oubre. Shots good by Green.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. And he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence too if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
And here is Fry after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Frazier against Green. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
For the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Mahinmi. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Meeks. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Satoransky. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Crowder's checked in. Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Feeds to Crowder. They kick it out to Green. Outside Crowder. Korver against Porter. Three-pointer, Crowder. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
It's Beal on the wing. He dishes it to Gortat. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Cleveland making a change here. Kevin Love's checked in for Fry. LeBron comes in for Jeff Green. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Calderon in for Dwayne Wade. There's a screen by Gortat. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and the shot is long.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
James dishes to Smith. Back to LeBron. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
Love against Gortat. 13 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Off target from three-point range.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Beal can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
James, the pass to Calderon. Drains the three-pointer. Calderon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Gortat with the screen for Porter. Over Love. No good off the front iron. Cleveland leading by 7. Goes up to the stripe. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists tonight. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Frazier kicks to Beal. Frazier with a screen on Smith. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the screen. Offensive rebound over Love. Gortat misses.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, JR is such a strong guard. That time scoring through contact. Always hungry to do so.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. And Smith, no good on that one. So, Brent, certain players are known for getting into people's heads. Who is a guy you played against that really challenged your mental toughness?
I'll give you 2 examples, Kevin. As an opponent, I would tell you that Vernon Maxwell was one of the less cerebral and more in-your-face aggressive players that I ever faced as an opponent. But on the flip side of that, Kevin, there were guys I played with that sometimes would challenge you mentally. In particular, one Gary Payton in Seattle. Always interesting to see how he approached the game and sometimes even his own teammates.
But you always welcome the challenge, I'm sure.
Well, I take it head on. I mean, that's what guys do. They're paid to compete.
Porter dishes the Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Gortat with a screen on Love. Kicks to Oubre. Beal from long range. Here's Gortat. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Outside Crowder. To the middle. Here's Calderon. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, amazing to watch Jose Calderon on the inside. Just scanning and scanning. And then burying that interior shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Morris is checked in for Kelly Oubre.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Calderon. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be, and ultimately that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Now here's Wall. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And there's the call on James. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now Wall. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Crowder.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
In the corner, it's James. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Morris a screen. Wall passes to Morris. He kicks to Beal. Back to Morris. It's Beal on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Here's Porter. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
James kicks to Love. It's a pick by Love. Over Gortat. Gortat with the block. Morris dishes to Wall. Inside, Gortat. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smith against Beal. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, you don't want J.R. Smith to get room to shoot, especially from the mid-range there. He's very effective at scoring just about anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Wall, and he comes up with the deuce. Gortat's got 8.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
James kicks to Calderon, screened by Smith, and finished off by LeBron.
Making it look pretty effortless right now, LeBron James in a rhythm.
Wizards trail by 14. Outside, Wall. Down low, here's Gortat. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Gortat's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Morris with the ball. Picked up by Love, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Love. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Putting up about 22 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Wayne Wade's checked in for Smith. Here's Morris. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 12 points for him.
Now, to give a ton of credit to the screener there, that was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
From 18 feet away, Love, no good. Wizards trail by 10. Porter in the corner. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Porter against LeBron. Over Porter. 11 feet out, and he hits it. 17 points for LeBron.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
And Wall kicks to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris, a screen to the paint. Unloads from 9. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Wade against Wall. Lets it go from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Green comes in for LeBron. Porter with the steal. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. That shot off.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Thompson outside. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Osman scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Morris passes to Porter. It's Meeks outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Meeks got his second bucket of the night. Cleveland leading by 8. Osman covered by Wall. Twelve seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to Green. The screen from Thompson. Here's Wade. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
The pick used to perfection, and the result was a wide-open shot for Dwayne Wade.
And so we conclude the first half. Cleveland ahead, leading by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Ernie, the first half belonged to the chosen one. LeBron James controls every facet of the game. No one, and I repeat, no one imposes their will on the game like LeBron James.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
A glorious viewpoint of the Washington Monument on the Mall here in the U.S. Capitol marks our return to Washington, D.C. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
The second half just about to get going here. And here's Calderon. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Porter and Morris are the forwards. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. And it's Gortat in at the 5 down low. Now here's Calderon. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Think about Kevin Love coming into the NBA as a post player, eventually becoming a player that shot over 500 threes in a season. Now a great floor spacer and very effective rebounder. Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
And the first one drops. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
Both free throws good from Love. Wizards trail by 12. Morris a screen. Right side Wall. Inside, just 5 to shoot. Morris, no good. Cleveland leading by 12. Love kicks to Crowder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing. Also, some toughness and depth.
The first free throw is good.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Wizards trail by 14. Outside, Wall. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here is Smith. 7 points in the game. Love with the screen for Calderon. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, Calderon is a good penetrator using his body and angles. That time he slashes his way towards the rim with a quick step.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Calderon.
Appreciate the unselfish play of Calderon there. He constantly is getting his teammates involved by moving the basketball.
Now here's Wall. He's got 6. From the baseline. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
Screen by Smith. There's the screen. Outside Crowder. Takes a 3. Rebound Washington. Morris outside. And it's Wall in the corner. Over Calderon. Wall's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smith kicks to Love. To the inside. The shot's good from LeBron.
Timeout.
Got to admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
Washington calls timeout.
And the Cavs just have ruled the Eastern Conference since LeBron returned home to Cleveland back in 2014. Still, the field seems to be tightening up just a bit. Last year, the Boston Celtics overtook them for the #1 seed. And there's some contenders emerging out here.
And Wall kicks to Beal. There's a screen. Back to Wall from downtown. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass to Love. It's a pick by Love. Beal against Smith. Love dishes to Crowder. Crowder with another miss.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
And the Wizards making a change here. Oubre's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The offensive rebound, the second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And high quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Two.
That free throw missing. So, Brent, less than 0.1% of NBA fans bother to vote for the All-Star game. Do you think the league should devise a different way to choose the players for that big mid-season event?
I'd really like, again, this is an area, Kevin, that the league has done a great job of being a bit progressive with the way they've changed the All-Star balloting. 50% of the vote now going to the fans, 25% to the players, and 25% to the media. It's a way to make sure that guys who are having tremendous seasons are recognized both by their peers and their media rather than the fans getting ahead of some marketing scheme. So this has been addressed.
Perfect. The feed to Crowder. J.R. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Beal against Smith. Back to Beal. Gortat, the pass to Beal. Over Smith. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Elbow. 2.
And you could argue Bradley Beal was one of the bigger all-star snubs from last season. It's great to see what he can do when finally healthy, and has always been a dangerous scorer when he's at 100%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Satoransky comes in for Porter, and Tim Frazier is subbed in for John Wall.
One shot.
And with Beal, and Greg, you brought this up with his health because he hadn't been able really to play a full slate of games in his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah, and credit him for dedicating his efforts to improve his health. I mean, was a time when you thought injuries would maybe limit his career, but when he's on the court, he is one of the best we have at that off-guard position, and he's only going to get better.
Now, here's Oubre, following the miss by Kevin Love. It's Beal on the wing, covered by LeBron. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Frazier. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Out to Smith. They need this one. Smith missing again. Wizards trail by 8. Here's Satoransky looking for his first basket still in this one. Beal's shot is good.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor, and I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
And here's Korver after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Here's Smith. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
JR may be leaking out just a little bit, but has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
And J.R. Smith, one of the more unabashed gunners, Brent, in the NBA.
I always say this about J.R. Smith, Kevin. When in doubt, shoot. Stay in doubt all the time. And J.R. Smith has played his career in doubt.
One shot, gentlemen.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Frazier kicks to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Gortat with a screen on Love. Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Love. And Satoransky kicks to Beal. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Beal's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Smith dishes to LeBron. And they double him up with LeBron. Crowder, the pass to Love. For 3, Smith. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Cleveland. Green comes in for James. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smith. Wizards trail by 6. Now here's Frazier. He's got 5. There's a screen by Gortat. There's Beal with the 3. Rebound Love.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
He feeds it to Wade. There's a good screen. Crowder with it. Now defended by Oubre. Wade on the wing. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Wizards have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The dish now to Oubre. There's a screen by Gortat. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Here's Beal after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Frazier outside. High arcing shot. Love grabs the board. Love's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside Korver. The tray. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Guys get excited about making something happen, but that was just a loss of composure right there. You can't go through the guy.
Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. A switch here also for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Kevin Love. Frazier kicks to Mahimi. Pass to Beal. From deep three-point range, and he's good on the 3 ball. Beal's got 11 in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Back to Fry. On the wing, Green. Rebounded by the Wizards. And Satoransky kicks to Frazier. Here's Satoransky. Wade is covering. Jumper off the screen. Great D that time from Green. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Wade with it. Now defended by Oubre. Wade outside. Here's the screen. Green the screen. Fry dishes to Korver. Crowder from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Washington's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Frazier outside. Mahimi, a screen on Korver. Frazier the pass to Mahimi. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Wade kicks to Green. Back to Wade. Green with a screen for Wade. Oubre with the steal. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. Free throw, good. Oubre. Washington making some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Mahinmi. Jody Meeks comes in for Satoransky. And John Wall subbed in for Tim Frazier. And both free throws good for Oubre. 1:53 left to play in the third. The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Wade. He tries for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 9 points for Dwayne Wade.
And we know Dwayne does not take many shots from the outside, but he really knows how to pick his spots.
Wall dishes to Morris. Back to Wall for the 3. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Shot from the top of the key. Wade can't hit.
That's a wide, wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Passes to Morris. Morris a screen. Outside, Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
No good on that one.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
Porter's checked in for Beal. And the second free throw, good. Wade with it. 9 points in the game so far. The screen from Thompson. There's the pick. Wade passes to Fry. Back to Wade. Over to Wall. And it's Wade again missing.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
13 feet away. Wall's shot is off.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Back to Fry. Dishes it to Wade. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on John Wall.
Dwayne Wade has been baiting that hook for years, and he continues to fool defenders with the pump fake.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And so he hits both. Wall. That shot missing. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Wizards trail by 8. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Dwayne Wade. Green is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Thompson against Wall.
Clearly a foul.
Two shots, gentlemen. 2. Two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cleveland making a change here. Calderon's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Osman covered by Wall. Shoots from 12. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. James checked in for Cleveland. Outside, Wall. 6 to shoot. Morris with a screen on LeBron. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. James kicks to Wade. Feeds it to Calderon. Cleveland moving it around. Now James. Back to Thompson. Green up on top.
Hey, yo, wait.
Clock at 4. Porter with the steal. Oubre with it. Picked up by Thompson. Oubre dishes to Morris. It's stolen by Green. Calderon against Wall. Here's Green. And it falls over the rim and in. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead. The Wizards shooting the ball at 42%. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Meeks. Wade is covering. Here's Wall. Drops in the layup for 2.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here's Calderon. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Gortat's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith checked in for Dwayne Wade. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Calderon passes to James. Over Porter. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. 21 points for LeBron.
You can only do so much against the great talents of LeBron James. When he's in a rhythm like that, he makes difficult shots look easy.
Washington calls timeout.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Love's check in for Thompson. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Now here's Porter. There's the 3. But they get it back. And Gortat kicks to Wall. And again, Washington no good.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities. And the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Outside, Green. Love dishes to Calderon. Green with a screen for Calderon. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And Calderon pulling up on the floater. Didn't know he had that in his bag of tricks. Never know what that guy's going to do out there.
One shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Wall passes to Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
And there's Love. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. In the corner, it's Morris. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's James over Porter. Calderon has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. Calderon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Here's Wall. Good D from Love.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
So he gets them both. And here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Here is Wall. Shot clock at 5. It's taken away by Smith. Calderon kicks to James. 13 feet away. Here's Smith. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Now here's Wall. He dishes it to Gortat. In the corner, it's Morris. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now here's LeBron. Love can't hit.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
And Meeks kicks to Porter. Morris a screen and stolen by James. The finish and the dunk by James.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
And Wall kicks to Meeks. The pass to Porter. Gortat with the screen for Porter. Outside, Wall. Cans it from downtown. Wall's got 14 points here in the second half.
And the tight defense there only seems to increase Wall's focus. Gives him a little extra lift on the jumper.
Calderon dishes to LeBron. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Now Calderon, following the miss by Otto Porter from deep. They set the pick. Floats it up for James. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Crowder, he's checked in for Cleveland. Wizards trail by 15. Wall passes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 20 points.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Calderon kicks to James. Smith outside. The putback.
Oof, he's had a dismal second half, Kevin. He did a great job getting the ball to his teammates and working it around in the first half, but the second half, not so much.
For Washington, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Morris with a screen on Smith. Beal with it. Morris a screen. Shoots from the elbow. He can't hit that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Wall. Morris a screen. Off the pick. Rebound Love.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Calderon. Porter with a block. And they'll keep possession. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Pass to Beal. Shot clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. James outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. To the left side wing. Love, no good. Washington has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Beal. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
James outside. Love with the screen on Porter. Porter with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. And here's Calderon. Kicks to Smith. Porter against LeBron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, still, Kevin, sitting here courtside with you in that fine suit, it gets me excited that I have another chance to watch one of the greatest players to play in the NBA. LeBron James continues to dominate.
Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Smith. Both free throws good from James. Wizards trail by 14. Wall up top. He's guarded by Calderon. Wall, no luck.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
LeBron outside. Calderon, a screen on Porter. There's the feed to Calderon. Cleveland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Love with the screen for Wade. Over Morris. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game. Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Oubre is checked in for Washington.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
Well, the idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
I really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for 4.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, it is an era of shorter player contracts, sometimes with opt-outs after 1 or 2 years. Does that breed too much of a win-now mentality among teams?
Oh, so shorter contracts, Kevin, but taller players?
Yeah, exactly. You've got it.
Okay, all right. You know, it's interesting the way that teams want to set themselves up. Obviously, if you have a bona fide star, you want to do what you can to lock him up and have him as part of your organization and the concrete and the foundation for what you do moving forward. But a lot of guys certainly on the move and on loan for seasons where they want to take a shot at the true contenders.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 16. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. There's a minute left to play here in the 4th. Frazier outside. He kicks it to Oubre. Good, great play set up by Frazier.
And finally hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They led by as many as 18 points. And another miss by Cleveland. Mahimi down low. He's covered by Thompson. Basket counts.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Calderon dishes to Korver. The screen from Thompson. For 3, Calderon. Offensive rebound. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus But not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Kevin, congrats on the win. Are you guys gaining confidence, and what are you figuring out?
Just that we need to continue continuity. We really need to pick it up on the defensive end. Offense, we can get whatever we want really at any time, but the defense is where we're going to need to get better.
That is somewhere where you have to tighten up, Kevin. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.